Welcome to my place. This is where the magic happens.
Hey world, I'm Dan and I'd like you to meet Livio, Hannes, Gary, Sebastian and Xander. This is a vlog following our journey down the Mississippi River on a boat made from trash. Along the way we are making a film about giving waste a second life and protecting our waterways. Welcome to the adventure. Day 24 on the Mississippi River. Last night we stopped at lock 25 and are traveling 40 miles today down to the small town of Alton, which is just north of St. Louis. Hello everyone, we are in the town of Alton, Illinois, just a touch north of St. Louis, Missouri, and we have had a much needed 3 days break, but we are feeling refreshed now. I have the camera back in my hand and we are heading back out on the river tomorrow morning. And today we have a very special treat. We have been invited by a guy called Henry out on his super yacht called the HMS Destiny. And my goodness, have you ever seen one of these on a boat before? So you could drive down there or you could drive up here with your feet. So today we are doing the Mississippi River in a slightly different style on an 85-foot yacht. A good windy morning on day 29 of the Mississippi River. This morning we left the Alton Marina where we spent 5 days resting and recuperating before getting ready to tackle the lower Mississippi River. We are very excited to be announcing a partnership with Louisiana State University's Department of Oceanography and Coastal Sciences. They are leading some fantastic microplastics research here on the Mississippi River. Now, why is microplastics research important? You see, this bottle here that I hold in front of me doesn't biodegrade, it photodegrades, which means that if this is thrown into the river, the Mississippi River, or out into the ocean, the sun breaks this down into thousands of pieces. It could find its way onto the coastlines of every single continent in the world. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing for microplastics before and after St. Louis and Memphis, giving those samples to LSU, and then spending a day with them once we get to Baton Rouge to find out the results from our testing.
So we were given this microplastic netting, which we then anchor up in the river, do a float test for the current and the speed of the river, put it out for around 5 minutes, and we do 3 tests at each location. Then with the microplastics that we collect in each test, we put them in alcohol and mason jars to send off to Louisiana State University to analyze. So we just collected our first sample of microplastic testing just north of St. Louis and all the factories that largely feed into the river.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a moment. Do you see that door behind me that is emerging out of the water? This is lock and dam number 26 that we have gone through, and the last one for the rest of our journey. You Corps of Engineers have been wonderful. Bye. And we're done. We're out. No more locks. All the way to the Gulf of Mexico. It is very windy, but what you see behind me is the Gateway Arch. That is the gateway to the southern states of the Mississippi River and the gateway also to the Midwest. We are passing through St. Louis and we head ever further southwards. There is set to be a relatively large thunderstorm rolling through here tonight at about 10 or 11 p.m. So we're moored here at a marina called Hoppy's, and this place is super quirky. It's like a line of barges that form a dock with a whole bunch of old boats that seemed like they may or may not have been used in the last 10 years. After a good rest in St. Louis and hanging out on the HMS Destiny with Henry, we are back on the river and the current has definitely picked up south of St. Louis. More adventures next week. See you on the river.